Hey there, it's Nikki Ramirez, the founder and principal consultant at hranswers.org. I'm just stopping in to prepare a quick message to let you know about some recent changes that are important for employers with regard to the Form I-9. So if you're an employer in the United States and you have between 1 and 1 million employees, this applies to you and your business. So bottom line, what's happening this week? The Department of Homeland Security, who oversees the implementation of the Immigration Reform and Control Act, that says employers have to do an I-9 for all new hires. So DHS came out and said, hey guys, we feel like we are in a position to make a policy change. So back in the spring of 2020, as COVID was kind of taking off and we're trying to figure out what the heck does it look like to be an employer during COVID, Department of Homeland Security extended a temporary exception to the requirement that employees or potential employees bring us an unexpired document to show us verify their identity. So when somebody's hired, they fill out the I-9, has their name, their demographic information, etc. They give us a document that either provides identity and work eligibility information all on one document, so a List A document, or they provide us a combo of two documents, what we call a List B and a List C document. List B are those identity documents. So a state issued ID, a driver's license, a school ID maybe, all kinds of different ways we can approach it. It's typically an ID that's going to have your picture on it so that the employer can verify that the person in the photo is matching the name that they're using for employment. They are who they say they are. That's a List B document. So during COVID, DHS said, hey, we recognize that there's a disruption in people being able to renew their List B documents. And so they said, all right, employers, it's okay if you accept an expired List B document for now. So anybody who was hired between May 1st of 2020, April 30th of 2022, and may have provided you with a List B document that was expired, that was totally fine during that time. But now we have this short window of time to go back and audit and make any updates. And so what we've learned is that as employers, we need to audit all new hires that were hired between, I'd go back to April, just say April through current day, make sure that we've got unexpired documents in List B for anyone who provided a List B document. And if anybody provided an expired List B document, then we need to take action if they're still currently employed with us. So if they've left the company, there's not really anything that you're going to do about it. And in the case that they're still employed with you, what you want to do is be in touch with the employee. Our team of HR consultants is currently, preparing letters for our clients and things like that, but just a simple letter to say, hey, employee, we are following up because when you were hired, you provided an expired List B document that was fine at that time. We're not allowed to accept that anymore based on Department of Homeland Security updates. And so what I need you to do is bring me a new unexpired List B document. Or the employee might determine that they have an unexpired List A document or something like that. So we're going to have to go through re-verification of identity. If somebody brings you an unexpired List B document to replace the expired document that they provided at the time of new hire, simple fix on the I-9, you're just going to go to the additional information field of Section 2. When you go there, you're just going to enter the information about the new document. What's the title of it? Perhaps it's a driver's license. Who's the issuing authority? If you're here where I am in hot and steamy Arizona, might be the Department of Motor Vehicles. Write the whole name out, not the abbreviation. The ID number, or the driver's license number, and the date that that new license expires. So you want to collect all that info, put it into that Section 2 additional information. Do not go back and cross anything off in the List B that you originally filled out. Don't go back with whiteout, don't scratch it out, none of that. Just go to Section 2 additional information, fill that in, and you should be good to go. It's always a good idea to audit your I-9s on an annual basis. There's a lot of turnover going on right now. We know that we're still, trying to sort of stabilize after so much job change in the first, call it 18 to 20 months of COVID. And so, lots to work on, lots to do. Our HR team of experts is here to help our small business clients. If you'd like to work with us and have help with your I-9s or any other HR question, that's what we're here for. And on that note, feel free to drop your questions about the I-9 here in the comments. We'll be happy to reply, and we wish you well and have happy updating. Take care.